My name is Matt Honan, and I'm a freelance writer in San Francisco. I'm a contributing editor with Wired magazine, and I'm also one of the founders and editors of Longshot magazine, which is a startup that I launched with a few friends. A couple of friends of mine, Alexis Vanderbilt and Sarah Rich, we were in this bar and we were talking about how there's an increasingly low barrier to entry for publishing. We had just seen a friend of mine, or another friend of ours, magazine that he had put out using this service called MagCloud. It's this print-on-demand publishing service. All you have to do is upload a PDF, and they'll send you a nice 4-color glossy magazine. So no upfront cost, which makes it really possible for anyone to start a magazine. And we thought that it would be really cool to combine the DIY ethos that MagCloud makes possible with some more professional, high-end publishing tools and techniques. And we also, of course, are just very interested in what's happening in journalism, what's happening in magazine publishing. I think anybody who works in publishing is sort of trying to figure out what's going to be happening next. There are all of these theories about where magazine publishing is going, but obviously nobody knows. And we just wanted to experiment, really, was the idea. And so we thought it would be fun. We all have day jobs. We thought it'd be fun to basically try and crank out a magazine in the space of one weekend. Spend 24 hours getting submissions, 24 hours editing them, laying them out, and have something ready to go 48 hours after we started. We had this sort of weird 4-part payment plan that we described as a split between meritocracy, socialism, investment in the future, and a crazy stunt. So a quarter of all the revenues is split evenly among people, among everyone. We have another quarter of all the revenue to we let people vote and select their favorite stories and give it to that as well. Longshot is definitely more art than profit. It's not going to be a profit-driven enterprise. I don't believe. And what we really want to do is sort of experiment with all these ways to do sort of fast media prototyping, and we're certainly going to keep on putting out issues. But I do think that you can apply the model that we're doing to other larger scale magazines or any kind of publication, really. We'd like to say that MagCloud makes it possible and Twitter makes it work. And what we do is we reach out to people online and try and build a critical mass of people who we're talking to and are talking back to us, and also talking to their friends, and have everybody come together to create this thing. It's really like an event as much as it is a magazine. For one thing, I happen to think it's quite beautiful. It's a beautiful piece of art. It's an artifact of the time that it's created. And again, as something that I forgot who said this. Somebody said this on Twitter. Said like I reached into the internet and pulled out something real. And I think that people do like to have physical objects. As much as we embrace the digital, and I certainly embrace the digital. There's something about having this artifact. We've got this thing, and here it is, and it's not going to change. We're not going to update it. It's not going to be, it's not going to be a work in progress. You're not going to have to bookmark it. It's here. It's real, and it's beautiful to look at. You can pass it along to your friends. You can share it, and you also have to. One of the things I think that's interesting about magazines is you kind of have to devote yourself to it. You have to plunge in and read it and give it your attention, as opposed to reading a story online where you might jump back and forth between a blog post. And that's great if you want to find out a little bit of additional information about something you're reading, but it means that you don't ever sort of devote yourself wholly to it. And I like that reading experience, the magazines and books, and I like that we can provide that.